from Petstore.Direct, and we've got a special treat. Stephanie Stokes is on the other side. Stephanie, remind me which city you're in.
I'm in Indianola, Iowa, right outside of Des Moines.
Woo-hoo. And I just wanted to thank you so much because there's so many questions about the neck dryer. And you were like, yeah, let's dry the dog with it. You know, like I know we did unboxing and so on. So, guys, we're talking about Teasy Groom dryers that are now on sale at Petstore.Direct. So, first of all, Stephanie, because you jump in, because I'm sure people just want to see you drying the dog. And thank you, everybody, for joining. We're using neck dryers now. So, all any questions, comments are welcome. Julia's here behind the scenes. She's going to be reading your questions. So please don't be shy. Ask your questions. I'll just wanted to show you what product we're going to be using. So we're using this Teasy Groom neck dryer from Petstore.Direct. And for those of you who haven't seen, it comes in two colors. So we've got this light pastel pink here. And by the way, you can comment to buy them, to get a link and buy them right here on social media. And just write it down right away and we'll post it in comments as well. If you want the pink one, just comment the number 4520. And if you like this purple color, let me just get it out, then you would put 4521. So 4521, 4520 for pink, 4521 for purple. Stephanie, which color did you get them?
I got the pink one, but I actually went back and I ordered the purple one for my assistant too. So I got another one on its way.
Okay, I'll wear the purple one. How about that to demonstrate that there's another color? I got my hair cut short. I don't know if you saw or not. I don't know.
Oh
Just
yes,
went
that's so
went
good.
went short, you know. Okay, guys. So any questions are welcome. And Julie in the back here is helping us. She's gonna read the comments and ask us questions. But Stephanie, go ahead. And guys, you can, if you want, you can just hide me when it's not important. We obviously want to see the dog being dried with this. Stephanie, it's all yours.
All righty. So as she said, I do, or I don't know if she's mentioned that I do creative. So what I'm trying to do is get this as straight as possible. And this is helping me a lot. I just brought him back from a bath from the shop. So we're all ready to get fluff dried. So this is perfect. And that's why he's a little bit curly, but we're going to straighten them all out. So here we go.
So guys, there are three speeds in this dryer and three heat settings. And the first one, just basically no heat. And on different speeds, I don't know if you knew that or not, Stephanie, on different speeds, the heat is actually at a different temperature. So it's more than just three combinations there. Which settings do you like the most and do you use for what? I can't even hear the dryer. Steph, can you hear me? Hello, hello. She seems very engaged drawing the dog, but I don't know if I lost Stephanie. So let's see. Stephanie, can you still hear me? Guys, if you got this TZ Groom neck dryers, and if you want to put in comments, you like it, don't like it. Obviously, a lot of people asking questions, very interested. So let us know there. Hey, Stephanie, can you hear me? I hope I didn't lose you. Let me see. Guys, let me know if you hear. Stephanie. So I don't know whose connection it is, either mine or Steph's. Hey guys from our team, I see some comments. Text me here if you guys can hear Stephanie, because I cannot. I'm here downstairs. We'll send somebody to tell me here.
Elena, I can't hear Stephanie. I don't hear the dryer either.
Okay. All right, guys, can you still hear us? Can you give us an okay that you hear us? Otherwise, maybe we'll need to disconnect and go again. We were so excited that she could like go and drive a dog in front of everybody. And that looks like we're losing her. Real time problems here at Petstore.Direct Go Live. Can you guys hear us? Say yes or no. You can hear us, but you can't hear Stephanie. She can't hear me. Okay. It's not really that it's not that loud, so she should be able to hear us. Hey everybody, thank you for joining. We're just showing Stephanie now drying the dog with the neck dryer, but I feel like we're losing the connection with her. At least maybe she can't hear us. I know her phone is on Do Not Disturb. She definitely should be able to hear us, through the dryer. The dryer is not that um, that loud. I don't know. I don't know what's funnier, Stephanie on mute or Stephanie when she realizes that she is, um, that nobody could hear her, and she'll be like, "What? I just told you everything about this dryer." And then we will be telling her, "Well, can you just do it again?" We're sorry. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Stephanie is a creative groomer, and um, she also obviously does non-creative grooming work. Um, hey, Steph, can you hear us? Something's with our maybe connection. Let's see. I'm afraid if we can completely disconnect from her, then she won't hear us. I don't know if she'll realize that. She's not even looking at us. I like it. She's just like going in that dog, drying, fluffing that dog. She doesn't care what's happening in the background. Like she's probably talking and not even like worried about us. Which is fine, except that we want to hear her thoughts about using the dryer and so on. So let's see. Julia, help me. Let's try texting her. We probably should have stayed in touch with Stephanie's assistant to see how it's going on their side. Hey, Stephanie, we hear you coming kind of in and out. At least I do. Can you hear us?
I can. That was half of the dog in that amount of time. This is
Okay,
hair that I've
you
been
were
growing
you were
from.
like completely silent. We were trying to figure out what the heck is happening. Okay, did you hear us talk?
I could hear you a little bit, but as I was straightening, I just wanted to get this half done. It went so fast. It was really good.
Okay, you just like turned around and went working on that dog, and we couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. Okay,
so
talk to us.
sorry.
Talk to us about the dry. Just keep an eye on that dog. Obviously, we don't want the dog.
Oh
That's your
gosh,
dog,
yeah.
right? She's good.
Yes, this is my personal puppy. It's actually my show boy.
Okay, it's him.
My
Okay, I want to make sure
competition
he's
for
not falling
my.
off that table. Okay,
Oh
talk
no
to
no.
us. Talk to us about that dry because you went on there and we felt like it was silent. Like we couldn't hear you, we couldn't hear the dryer, but you also couldn't hear us. So talk to us.
Okay, so I have another or a couple other ones that I've used with fluffing because when you're dealing with this much hair, that's like your best friend. I love this one. I can see all of my controllers. It doesn't get too hot. This right here, I don't feel like it's so stiff. The neck holder, I love how it's slender it is. It's very, very comfortable. I don't have any issue with it. I can move it very easily. Um, that was one of the complaints I've heard about other ones is the different feature that it was a little bit harder for the people without as broad of shoulders to be able to hold on to their dryer and keep it on their neck. But like I told you before, I even put it on my 9-year-old and he was able to hold it quite well. So I love this thing. It gets nice and hot and it blows. The pressure is enough. I can tell exactly where I'm blowing every time. So
Guys, I don't see if there are any questions yet, but I know some people are asking, hey, does it get too hot?
no, it does not. Like I said, that's part of the reason I mentioned how long I've been growing Taurus out. He gets overheated very easily and he doesn't overheat him. The amount of time that I just spent blow drying on him and none of it's hot. It doesn't overheat, it doesn't get too hot, but it also isn't so cool that it's not going to straighten your hair in a timely manner. So, as you noticed, Taurus wasn't fidgeting and moving on the table. He was quite comfortable while I worked on him. And those are a sign that it's getting too hot. Didn't have any problems, but it was just hot enough to where I could go blow through this whole half. And yeah, so I really like it.
Let me show you like the different buttons here, guys. I don't know if you can see. So here are three speeds, right? One, two, three. And I'm very close to the camera here. And these are the three settings of the temperature and the light. I don't know, you probably can't see the light, but this is where you control the speed, and this is where you control the temperature. And also the nozzles are different for different neck dryers. So this is kind of the air nozzle that it has here. This one does not have a light. Some people are asking, hey, does it have a light? It does not have a light. If you do use and buy another neck dryers from us that do have a light, just remember not to point it directly at dog's eyes, right? Kind of self-explanatory, but and then this it moves kind of up and down. It does not move right or left. So
I like
that's
that too.
some people are asking, oh, can I move it right or left? I've seen also questions on in social media like, does it burn you? Does it get too hot for you?
No, no. I came from using the old school dryer. The
Oh,
old school.
like this.
Yes. This gets hot. And there's not just dog hair that's in the back of that. My hair's in there too because it got sucked in. I haven't had any of my hair get sucked in here. But one thing I did notice is it seems as though I get more of a broader area that it blows from compared to my other neck dryer.
So, guys,
With
we
the
sell different dryers, right? We sell the Artero dryers too. I do want to show you just close up how, so the nozzles and the air is kind of less, I would say less pointy. Is this the right, am I in the middle of the screen here? I think so. So
Mhm.
the Artero has this like smaller hole, also the four openings. I'm trying to get close. And this is the Teasy Groom. We sell both brands. Artero has the light. But this is the teasy groom, and it spreads, I would say probably a little more widely. Is this the right language to use?
Yes, I actually was worried that it wasn't going to be as concentrated as my Artero because, see, I don't have the issues. I've ran across people that don't have very broad shoulders, and they're the ones that said that they were having the issues with the Artero. So I think that each of those tools have a place
Mhm.
for it, just fits for whoever, whatever size groomer you are, or whatever works for you. So, um, yeah, I thought that it wasn't going to be as concentrated, to be honest, and it blows just the same. Like I put them side by side, and you could see that it blew the hair just the same from the same distance. So,
I always thought it
and-
was just for fluffing small dogs. I'm surprised that people are working on also large dogs, and you're saying that you have no issue with the large dog, right?
mm-mm, no,
Okay.
I can't wait to get this thing in my salon. We've been out of the salon for a few days for all the holidays, and I fluff dry every single one of my dogs. So anything that's over a half an inch to an inch, it gets fluff dried before I groom it so it straightens its fur. So I use the Artero left and right. So I am definitely excited about using this one. So
How about for some new groomers, explain the concept of fluff drying. What does it mean, fluff drying? What kind of brushes and what kind of sprays do you like using too?
for me, I like to, because Taurus has a very soft coat. Um, I use two different things, and I don't have my other one that's in the actual bottle. I use Dog Fashion's detangler to be able to do my high velocity drying, and then I come behind with Botanica's avocado scissoring spray
Hmm.
before I fluff, so it doesn't
Hmm.
get too much weight to the coat. And fluff drying is basically those of you that straighten your hair, or when you blow dry your hair, the heat itself is going to make the hair more palatable so you can stretch it. And that's what you're doing. So as I'm fluffing over here, which Taurus is right here, he's not very far from me. I heat the hair up and then I stretch it with my Artero uh, slicker brush. So if the fluff dryers are not warm enough, you're not going to get the straightness that you need. That's why fluff drying after you high velocity dry is the only way you're really going to get that hair as straight as you need to get it, because our high velocity dryers just don't get hot enough.
So it's interesting that you mentioned it. Some people are trying to 100% dry the dog with this. I think maybe for some dog parents at home, it's a good solution. But at the end of the day, you got to take your force dryer, you got to 80% dry the dog, right? And then just finish fluff dry with this. Guys, if it's not going to replace our K9 2, K9 3, right? But it's a great fluffing tool. Does this make
It,
sense?
it also helps with your older dogs, as far as pet dogs, because as our older dogs, as they age, their hair begins to thin. And so this dryer can dry them almost all the way if you towel dry them very, very good. My salon, the biggest niche of my salon is I deal with very extremely end of their life old dogs. So I have clients that sit across from me while we work on their pups, and some of
Oh,
them will
wow.
have seizures under your high velocity dryers. These neck dryers, they don't. So I think that when these people are trying to dry whole dogs, if they're doing the old ones with very thin fur, it actually does help.
I don't want to sit in front of my dog when my dogs are getting groomed by Peanut. My dogs will probably so misbehave and act on the table. She'll be like, "Go away, Elena, go away."
Go away.
She handles them differently. They'll over,
Yes.
they own me, and then when they show up at Peanut shop at now at the Groom House, if you guys haven't checked it out, they have an incredible location there in South Florida. They start barking, and she's like, "Shut up." They all go to their cages. They
And they're
love
all
her though.
quiet.
They love her.
Yep.
How about so AKC groomers, traveling groomers? You would think that this can be like a great tool for them also on the road, right? And then you compete, Stephanie.
Oh yes, I do shows. I do dog shows, and I take mine with me everywhere. It's actually really easy competing with grooming competitions and take this versus your other dryers. These are a lot easier to get on the plane. They're lighter. It's way easier, because usually our competitions, they provide high velocity dryers. They just don't provide fluff dryers, and if they do, there's just not enough to go around. So you're seeing a lot back in the back here in the prep area. You're seeing all of us with neck dryers because it's just easier and we can fly with them.
Hmm. And I think for mobile groomers, you just got to make sure that your generator has enough power, right? Because
Hmm.
this is the drawers power, the variable speed. This is amazing. I just want to thank you so much, guys. Again, if you want to buy the pink color that Stephanie has, you can type 4520 in comments and you'll get a link to it. So you don't have to look for it on the website. Or if you want to buy the purple one, it's 4521. So 4520 for pink, and this purple one is 4521. Um, okay, we gotta figure out when to go live with some creative, Stephanie. So
Actually, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. That's why I'm fluffing Taurus right now. We'll be carving on him today. Here in 2 weeks, I'll be going with my lesson with Alyssa Kasiba so I can finish the other half, because this is Taurus on the other half, and he's got about 6 inches of fur on some of him.
what time are you gonna go live? Can we just put a link so people can watch you? Who wants to watch Stephanie do that?
Yeah, yeah, no
Can
problem.
we? All right. Tell us what time you're gonna be ready. So I don't know. I think I have another meeting and I need to run check on our sale going on there. But it would be nice, like no pressure, I don't have to distract you with conversation. You can just put the camera as close as possible and people can watch you do that. I think it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna once I'm done fluffing him, I'm gonna have lunch and then I'll be working on him. So I'm thinking my time probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and your time, I think you're an hour away from me. So it would be like about 3 hours from now.
Okay. Text me so I don't forget. Guys, again, these Teasy Groom dryers, neck dryers are available at Petstore.Direct. I wanted to thank Stephanie for demonstrating the dryer in use. And if you have any questions, you can, post more comments here. Afterwards, we're gonna record and we're gonna post this so you can watch again. And then let's start following Stephanie. So today's creative carving, right? And then let's see, maybe we'll do maybe we'll corner her to do some more videos with us, live videos.
Awesome. Yeah. I can also let you know when I do coloring. TikTok seems to love watching me color. So I'm sure
Yes.
you guys would like it too. The coloring is it's pretty cool because you get to see how well our dogs are trained. They just lay there right on the table and we just color. So you get to see the way that I color versus some other people's color. So it's all different. So it's fun.
Okay, that would be great. Guys, this is the teasy groomer that Stephanie was using. It's available at Petstore.Direct in two colors, pink and purple. If you have any questions, call us or go shop at Petstore.Direct. Stephanie, thank you, thank you. We will dial in later on so we can see your work, your creative work, and I just want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you everybody for dialing in. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you soon. Ciao.